Hey guys, Michael here from michaelsherlock.com. Today I want to talk to you about something kind of unique, a massive lawsuit which is being targeted against Bittorent users who illegally downloaded a copy of the Hurt Locker. 24,583 people are being targeted from Voltage Pictures. They're looking to recoup some of their losses from these pirated movie downloads. The way it's broken down is there are 4 primary ISPs that are being targeted, as well as some smaller ones, but over 10,000 from Comcast, over 5,000 from Verizon, over 2,000 from Charter, and about 1,700 from Time Warner Cable. Now, what they're doing is this is being filed in court, and they've already made some deals with internet service providers. So Charter has promised to look up 150 people per month. So what that means is they're given 150 ISP, or they're given 150 IP addresses, and each month they'll give you the personal information of the IP address that it correlated with. Similarly, Verizon has promised 100 of those per month. Comcast has yet to make a deal. So really what this comes down to, what the deals are telling us, is that it's going to take many years for this trial to actually come about. Now, clearly the ultimate goal is to settle out of court. Both people that are being targeted don't want to go to court and have to deal with that. Conversely, the lawyers for Voltage Pictures don't want to go to court either. Now, ideally, it's looking like you'll be able to settle out of court for $1,000 to $2,000, which is actually a pretty large amount of money because you could have easily just purchased it for probably $10. So $2,000 for a $10 savings up front basically is a huge amount of money that you're paying. Now, one thing though, since they don't have deals with Comcast at this point, you wouldn't really have that offer. So really what that's telling me is eventually Comcast is going to have to make a deal and release the personal information of those IP addresses at some point. Now, there's a few things that piss me off about this. Besides just the huge nature of this, over 24,000 people being targeted, it seems a little bit absurd to me. But it's more lenient if you actually went to the store and stole a physical copy. Now, the thing that really confuses me the most about this, and I understand that it's illegal, I get that, I don't think that it's a good thing to do, you should pay for your stuff, etc., etc. You're breaking the law, take the consequence. But the thing that I don't understand is when you're downloading a movie illegally, you're not taking something that could have been sold, you're taking a copy of it. When you go to the store and steal a DVD, you steal a movie that then can't be sold. Does that make sense? For instance, if I had this remote control and I stole it, not only did they not get money for this remote control because now I have it, but they can't sell it to somebody else. When you're stealing a digital movie, it's not like that because you're just making a copy and the original is still there. So that's kind of something that confuses me, why, something that you have to pay to distribute, to make the copy, to make the case, to send it to the stores, to put it on the shelves, the manpower and all that. I don't understand why the penalty would be less for that than it is for just doing something over the internet. I don't really understand that at all. Another thing that's kind of curious to me is that actually the Recording Industry Association of America, a former lobbyist for them, Beryl Howell, I think that's how you pronounce his or her name. I think it's a she, by the way, so maybe that first name isn't correct. But she, again, like I just said, was a former RIAA lobbyist, which is very similar, which is basically the music equivalent to the MPAA for movies, and basically the RIAA is the company or the organization that would go after people that illegally downloaded music. So it seems like there could be sort of a conflict of interest here, but Howell is still going to be the judge for this case as of now, which seems completely absurd to me. Now, if you're worried that, you did this, I don't know, you did it and you're not sure if you're being targeted, if you're one of the 24,000, you can actually go to a link below at torrentfreak.com. I believe there's a link down below for you. And there's actually a list of all the IPs, and it's actually searchable as well. So Control-F or Command-F on a Mac, and you can search your IP and see if you're on the list. And then if you are, you can just spend your days worrying, waiting for that letter to come in the mail saying that you're screwed and that you can pay $2,000 or you can try to take it to court. So I'm Michael Sherlock from michaelsherlock.com. I hope that you didn't steal this movie, and I hope that you're not being targeted in these mass lawsuits. I was under the impression that these mass lawsuits were done. I think I blogged about it years ago that the RIAA was abandoning mass lawsuits, but it looks like this company, Voltage Pictures, that distributed Hurt Locker is going to do that. And one interesting thing that I found is at $2,000, they would only have to get a handful of these guys to pay that $2,000 to beat the 17 million that Hurt Locker actually pulled in theaters. So really for them, they would only need to get a portion of this. So that's another thing that I feel is a little bit inappropriate. You know, who's to say that after they recoup X amount of dollars, they don't just say, okay, forget it, and the second half of the list of people don't even get targeted at all. That seems a little bit unfair. I think that if they're going to do it, they need to, I guess, target every single person on this list, which could just, this lawsuit is going to go on for years and years. So that's just an annoying thing. Again, I'm Michael Sherlock from michaelsherlock.com. I hope this little PSA, whatever, helped you in any way. If you're being targeted, I'm sorry. I really can't do anything. I can't really say anything. But hopefully it all works out for you in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a nice day.